guys, going to do a quick video here just to show you how we do our water changes. A little bit quicker than we used to. We've now got all the tanks set up in the same area. We've got 16 tanks in one, mixed up of everything from 40s, 50s, 55s, 10s, and 20s. And it just made it a lot easier to be able to get temp water from the shower directly over here. And we're going to show you how we do that. Alright, so this is what I used to siphon the tanks out. I got a little tired of the typical siphons that rock everywhere and sit all the way on the bottom. You don't get good circulation, you don't get a good siphon going. But this hangs right over the top, and the mouthpiece is a T. So I like having the double port so it doesn't suck in as hard. It gives the fish a little bit of a break because I do like to use these on my fry tanks. Right here is the material that you find in bathroom, shower scrubbies, etc. I just opened that up, I threw it over the top, and then I took another piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe and I cut it to where I could slip it right in, pretty much clamp that material inside so I don't suck up fry, things like that. The ball joint is very nice to have on it because I like to shut the water off and be able to walk to the shower, then hit that line, and not have to kind of guess where my water line is, standing in the bathroom and wondering where I'm at. Alright, now what I want to show you guys is our quick little setup just to get temp water. I went directly to my master shower and I put a little cross, if you will. Now what it does is it connects right here to the top, allows you to get directly to your faucet. Right here to the left is a control lever, and you push it in to block the water flow, or you open it to access the shower head. This is just a lever for the shower head. But then what I did is on this side, I've got my brass fitting going directly to that threaded port. Then I've got a quick connect or quick disconnect garden hose adapter that I have for the vinyl tubing that the siphon comes from. Now what we'll do, we still have the tank siphoning. I'll go ahead and run this water, get it up to temp, so when I'm done siphoning I can simply connect it and refill. I'm going to let that run for a little bit. I've got my little magnetic thermometer. Usually just throw it right there. I've shut the siphon off and I've almost got the water to temp. Right now I'm going to add my prime. It's the only dechlorinator that I use because it not only dechlorinates, it also removes chloramine, heavy metals, and also detoxifies ammonia and nitrite if you're having a toxicity issue in your tank. So it's not just used for dechlorination. If you guys are noticing you've got an ammonia or a nitrite spike, you can hit it with this. You can use up to 5 times the recommended dose, and it's still safe for your fish. But we're going to put a cap full in for this 55, a little bit over because it's one cap full per 50. That was the last of that bottle, but I got a brand new ready to open. And all I got to do is take this little vinyl tubing, plug it right in, flip my valve, and we're filling the tank. You know, these guys really don't need a water change. They've got this huge double canister filter that I built for an original koi tank. That canister filter handled on its own about 12 6 to 7 inch koi in this 55 for quite a few months, and I only had to do weekly water changes, if that. But you know, there's not even trace amounts of nitrate in this system. I just like to change the water. I like to give them fresh water. I know that if I'm changing it ahead of time, nothing's gonna backfire on me. So it's just really preventative. The other thing I do want to specify is if you are not doing the bucket method, you need to treat the whole volume of water for the tank you are treating when it comes to dechlorinator. If I'm treating a 55-gallon tank and I've done a 50% water change, I need to treat for 55 gallons. You are shocking the fish if you only put enough in there, because it's not going to be enough to consume the whole tank and dechlorinate any new water that comes in. So make sure, dechlorinate due to the volume of the tank. Guys, that's it. We got the water level right to the top where we need it. I shut the line off. No more water coming in. Now, I don't want this to be confused with deep cleaning and gravel backing. This was just a routine, regular water change where I wanted to get some fresh water into the system. What I usually do periodically throughout the week, two or three times a week, when I'm doing the siphon into the drain, I'll get another separate bucket with a separate siphon, and I'll go straight to the bottom. A lot of my tanks happen to be bottomless. They don't have any substrate in them. I really like to go in and clean them multiple times a week, because if not, it shows and it looks terrible. But it helps me stay on top of it. They're pristine, clean tanks when I'm done, and there's nothing that I could have missed. So don't confuse that when you're doing your water changes. If it's been 2 weeks, make sure you're doing your gravel vac, make sure you're wiping or you're cleaning your glass. do the other things that matter. This is just my kind of in-between phase when I do my 25%. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. We're going to be putting out videos all the time, educating people who are beginners, and then just being a part of the community with people who have been doing this for a while. Thanks again.